circles and spirals of who you are, the shining light of the sunlight star. The mind is the universe, and you are the mind. You are the universe. We are here so that consciousness may know itself. This is the meaning of life. Experience as you will. We are whole. We are experience. We are whole and we experience ourselves through different parts of ourselves until we come back to the whole that is yourself, ourself, one. Speak for yourself, you do anyway. Oneness is oneness to oneness. Time and space is time and space to time and space. Separation or unity, what do you choose? For however your mind is configured, this is your choice. Your mind has been configured the way it's been configured, based on a whole series of choices that go back deeper than you can remember, most likely. So knowing that we are all consciousness having an experience of ourself, this is the ultimate responsibility. This is taking the ultimate responsibility for ourself. This is beautiful, and this is true responsibility. Because knowing ourselves, we have to be ourselves. You know, it's like we know this is a whole journey of learning who we are. So knowing that the only option is to consciously experience who you are, and to experience that on a deeper and deeper level that resonates with you at a deeper and deeper level, because you are that. So this is the ultimate responsibility to and of and for yourself, because it is yourself. And I just wanted to clarify, in giving sort of a way of seeing a structure to understanding, it's actually like a structure, no structure. It's just providing a loose framework in which we can speak about these things through. But love holds it all together, even the time and space bit, which is the separation, or the what is born from the source and returns to the source being love. Even the time and space is held in love. So it's like the Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit. The Father being the source, the Son being the creation, and the Holy Spirit being the love of the source that holds all that time and space experience in together from source to source. So it's oneness, and it's in many parts. So I'm not seeking to explain away the mystery, I'm seeking to communicate something that enables us to feel the mystery for ourselves, This is not an intellectual understanding. It can't be, because if it's an intellectual understanding, you're missing the point. Intellectual understandings are limiting consciousness to the reasoning capacity of a computer. It's like limiting consciousness to mind constructs, and consciousness is broader than mind constructs. It's like I wrote in one of my books, the poet knows that life is broader than words, and that is why he writes. It's like I know that the mystery is broader than any explanation I can bring to it. And that is why I love bringing explanations to it and exploring it. Not explaining anything away, just learning to touch this mystery, to be close to this mystery, to live this mystery, and to love this mystery, and to be love within this mystery. So a few things that I wrote down. Diversity in unity. That's what it's all about. So we've got like separation in time and space, and we've got unity, the source, and unity of the outcome, and unity that holds it all together. But this doesn't mean we're seeking to homogenize. It doesn't mean we're seeking to make everything the same. This would be a huge misunderstanding of what unity is. Unity doesn't mean lack of diversity. Unity means seeing that each strand of experience, each expression, each way of life is an integral part of the whole, and we find our unity in respecting all aspects of diversity, because we are these aspects. We can limit our time-space experience to the experience of one aspect of divinity, but all the other aspects that other people live, that they are aspects of that same divinity. And diversity is something to be grateful for, because diversity is the diverse experience of ourself, and we are here for experience. Life is here to experience itself. And so if other people are doing things differently to you, then they're contributing to the diversity that you are here to understand yourself through as well. It's like, again, it's opening up the mind beyond the limited human perspective to the divine human perspective. It's going beyond personhood, beyond construct, to reality on this spiritual organic spectrum of all that is. Human beings here on earth in connection with our spiritual truth and heritage. Presence. You are the light you are. No experience without experiencer and experience. So this is what I wanted to clarify. In time and space, in duality, there is experience. With oneness there can be no experience, because to have experience we need a knower and a known. We need an experiencer and the experience. We need the seer and the seen. So things need to be split in order for experience to occur. And this is why time and space, the universe, was born. Presence, what is essentially here. Now is all there is. Choosing. We choose forever. We choose ourselves. We choose forever. We choose ourselves. So at any moment, we are choosing. This moment, the next moment, the moment after, we are choosing. And there is one choice to make, and that is forever, for truth, for oneness. All choices are for oneness. So it's like in becoming conscious that you are choosing for oneness, you are reflecting the light of the sun back to itself. And this is the learning, this is the happening, this is the truth, and this is the beauty. Now is all there is, choosing. We choose forever. We choose ourselves. Spirit knowing itself is us knowing ourselves. Us knowing ourselves is Spirit knowing itself, because we are Spirit and Spirit is us. What you want to be is what you choose eternally. What you want to be is what you choose eternally. Here now, one we are. Here now, one we are. So you can continue saying words, or you can be in the awe of the great mystery that you are. Or we can do both. I'm going to do a bit of both because I've got some more words to share. So this is basically clarity on the way of seeing. Time and eternity. You have time and space, and you have eternity, the essence. Separate and whole. Separation exists in time and space. The wholeness is our divine eternity. And yeah, I can't emphasize enough how much it's all necessary. Time and space externalities are necessary, but necessary only for an understanding of spirit. And in that they are necessary. Of themselves they are nothing. So time and space externalities are necessary only for an understanding of spirit, and in that they are necessary. Of themselves they are nothing. It's like the image and the reality. It's the image and the reality. The image can convey the reality, but if it's cut off from the reality, the image is nothing. It's just doesn't show anything. Being present. Self-reflection through presence. So, as human beings, we're capable of self-reflection through presence, through being with ourselves, and this is where the learning happens. This is how we evaluate, how we operate, and change if necessary. Sometimes there's no need to change. Sometimes it's just observation, awareness, seeing what happens. Yeah, we are actors on the stage of life, so I like to see ourselves sometimes as the body as a cosmic spacesuit through which we explore consciousness in form. So in that case, we're in a spacesuit. The world is consciousness in a world suit, is all consciousness. So spirit in and out of itself, this is what's happening. It's the play of spirit in and out of itself, in and out of form. This is you in and out of yourself. So we're fulfilling a role. We're fulfilling a role of consciousness. And we're doing so in a learning ground, this earth school, where we come into learning in our cosmic spacesuit, consciousness in a cosmic life suit, which is also consciousness on denser form, learning through something less than purity. And what I mean in that is that oneness is just oneness, it is just seeing, whereas duality is seeing something. Awareness, pure awareness in essence is pure awareness, and in the world it's awareness of, or we can learn through awareness of something. Pure awareness is always pure awareness, and we can be that, even feel that in the world. But on the world stage, in terms of physicality and learning through physicality, is awareness of something, awareness on something, love for something. So in essence we have pure love, pure consciousness, pure awareness, pure being. In the world we have love of something, consciousness of something, awareness of something. It's like it's duality, but we can elevate our consciousness, our love, our awareness to the source through the learning ground of the world. Being present is being what you are. Presence, like we talked about in previous videos, is aligning the two as one. It's kind of like uniting subject and object into the singularity of the consciousness you are. And there's this question, how can I be present and not know love? How can you be present and not know love? Yeah. Can you be present and not know love? No. If you're truly present, then you're in contact with the love that you are. Transcend or be here. We talked a little bit about goals and being the goal. Transcend or be here. So yeah, we want to transcend. We want to go beyond our limitations, perhaps. Well, I know I certainly do, and I'm sure, it's an innate drive to go beyond what holds us back. If we've sort of defined ourselves into the ground, literally, into matter, to transcend is to free ourselves of that limitation. So, but that we're not escaping. We're not escaping matter, because matter is where we learn. So this question, transcend or be here. Well, how do we transcend? We transcend not through escape, not through exit, but through presence, here and now. So it's not an either or. So a mind locked in time and space, transcend or be here is an either or. But when your mind comes back to unity, it's like you're embracing the contradiction, and you can see that both ends of a spectrum are just part of that one whole which allows a spectrum to be. It's like two ends of a line come together to form a circle. Stop. Be. Immanent and transcendent. So this consciousness is within you, and it's beyond you until you connect to it. It's a lost part, it's a lost essence of yourself until you reconnect with it. It's always there, but to your conscious mind is it there? To your mind that shines like the sun you were born from, is it there? Are you here? When you know you are here, then you are one with God, when you know you are here. And we can know this firstly through the immediacy of body, breath and mind, which are ways back into presence. We're always breathing, we're in a body. We can see this, and through seeing body, breath and mind as it is in the moment, we find ways back into ourself, ways back into presence, ways back into ourself through ourself, ways back into presence through presence. Presence and self, it's all one, directly experiencing. So this is your direct experience, this is your consciousness to explore. No one can explore it for you, and that is the uniqueness that is you. You are the custodian of your aspect of consciousness, of the way you choose, which is integral to the whole, which is the whole choosing. You are a strand of consciousness, a fragment of consciousness exploring, and you are all consciousness itself. It's incredible. How can anyone lack meaning in their lives when they have this knowledge, when they know this knowledge? We don't need anything but ourselves, a knowledge of ourselves, who we are. So I've written here, this is all stuff I wrote in reflection, or slightly before the last video. I know the truth, and it goes deep. So I'm not searching anymore, but that doesn't mean I'm not learning. I'm still realizing this truth. I mean, on the level of mind, you can realize something, you can, what we say, understand something. But through filtration process, it kind of goes into the being, into the deeper sense of self. And these deeper realizations, this is the true knowing, this is the coming into direct experiential consciousness, felt experience of your truth as it is in the moment. And there are times when it's easier to connect than others, until you realise so deeply that you can connect with it at all times. So knowing the truth, seeing how deep it goes, and just following, just flowing with it, going into the depth of the truth of who you are. The ramifications are huge, the potential that we are. We are unlimited, without borders, without boundaries, only those that we accept for ourselves. It's like, it's incredible. Yeah, and just to finish really, I wanted to say that that process of timelessness, or pure love, into an expression of love in time and space, for love to learn about itself, to come back to love, and it's all love, it's all oneness. I like to think of this as a game of cosmic hide and seek, of pure consciousness being pure but not in knowledge of itself, coming into forgetting its whole, learning about itself but only as parts, and then parts aren't quite doing it, gradually coming back through the parts to the whole by seeing the shared nature of life and love and experience, and therefore coming back to that nature of love, our nature, true nature, the nature of life, the life of nature. This is cosmic hide and seek, and so it's kind of like awareness from lack of awareness to the rebirth of awareness. It's like we lose ourselves to find ourselves, we hide ourselves to seek ourselves. It's like this is the process. We could not seek if we hadn't hidden ourselves. We could not have the journey, and this is a journey. This is the beautiful journey of who we are, of who you are, of who I am, of who we are. And in the next video I'd like to talk about the sun, because this cosmic hide and seek, it's like sun and shade, it's like being in the sun, being in awareness of yourself, being in that light. And sometimes we kind of hide ourselves, from that light, in order that we can, have an experience. If the sun is glaring in your face, it can be difficult to write, or it can be difficult to concentrate. It's like we sometimes shy away from the brightness of the light that we are, in order to explore versions of what we might be. And those versions of what we might be ultimately always return to ourselves, return to the light of the sun. It's like we may go through dark times, but only ever to remember and relearn of the light that we are. The process of going out of ourselves to come back into ourselves. This is a journey, and this is the moment. It's all happening now. It's all happening now. It's all happening now. And you are becoming aware of awareness. You are becoming conscious of consciousness. So know yourself. Remember yourself. Religion means to reconnect, to rebind. It's not what it has become in the world. The world offers a variety of versions of things, and in essence, the truth is often different to how we see things expressed in the world. The world is of appearances, and we can get confused with appearances. We can confuse appearances for reality. The reality is that there is one religion, that is the religion of love, that is the unity of love, which experiences itself through separation, but is always one, and is always love, and is who you are, who I am, who we are together.